I make sure I can review this later. Anyway, welcome everyone to the ABN Financial A Better Way, ABW Zoom call. And really, let's just kind of a hopefully laid back approach at showing you what we do and see if there's a potential fit for you and I to work together and help your career in the insurance business move forward. And if you're not already in the insurance business, help you break into it. You know, we hire people of various experiences and backgrounds, and we endeavor to help everybody. You know, that's my, charter is serving. Okay, so that's probably the best word I could, describe our organization. We serve others. We serve our clients. We serve our agents that we bring on, and that's really what I'm about. Okay, so hopefully, when we're done tonight, in about 30 minutes, I'll try to keep it to 30. I might go to 35. I'll try not to be real verbose, but hopefully by the time we're done, you'll really get a good feel for who we are, who I am really, and what our organization's about, what we do as far as the sales of financial services. And, you'll be able to decide if you want to continue forward to get more information, or if you want to join us, or, this is not for you. Because really, this is not for everyone, okay? 100% commission is not for everybody. I'm not for everybody, right? I mean, if you don't kind of get me, and I've got hundreds of videos out there on YouTube where you can look me up and, spot check and see if the way I teach is, maybe if it jives with kind of your learning style, or if my personality matches yours, because I think that's important. Okay. And if it does, awesome. If it doesn't, there's a lot of great opportunities out there. And, and I would just wish you the best, and hopefully you'll find your home, if it's not with us. Okay. So what I'm going to cover tonight, and I'm going to throw up a PowerPoint to help keep me on track, to talk about our general opportunity, the types of products we sell, our lead program, how we get agents started, the income potential, and what's really cool is that I've been doing this a long time, 22 years, and so I've done it all. I think I've seen it all, but it never ceases to amaze me what things I get surprised by. I've helped people make a lot of money. I've also been unable to help people make money too. So, not everyone makes money when they join us for all kinds of reasons. And really, all the reasons why you think people fail at anything. I always have that question, Alex, what's the average agent make? And that's kind of a funny question, because it's like, what's the average home cost in the United States? The average, meaning Bill Gates's mansion versus, your Section 8 housing, kind of gets really skewed. It's not a really a relevant question. The relevant question really is, does the business work, number one? And if the business works, will it work for me? And that's really the issue. And we've been around for 22 years. I've helped people make a lot of money, 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, 7 figures. And so people have made our business work. Really what you have to decide is, can we help you make it work for you? Okay. So I'm going to cover hopefully enough information for you to feel like, hey, this is for me, or this is not for me. Hey, I need some more information to make a decision. So let's get rolling. The last thing I really want to do is snow you, because I think it's really important for you to kind of hear it straight up from me, the guy that's kind of been doing this, and really give you my honest and forthright opinion as far as who we are, what we do. And so let's get rolling. So this is a picture of my lovely family. I got started 22 years ago. So my oldest child, Zoe, who is the second from the right, she's 24, 25. She was 4 years old. Yeah. like our oldest were 4, 2, and 1. And so I raised my children on the business, okay? And I got in the business because I was working a 150,000 a year job as an executive recruiter, but like I never saw my family. And I knew that my life would not really be fulfilled if I didn't raise my kids with my wife, and I didn't, if I wasn't there for them. It's not all about money. It's about, really raising my family and mentoring my children as a, hopefully a full-time father, right? That's why I got in, because I never saw them. And I was like dreaming, actually I was on my knees praying, Lord, help me find the thing that would help me be a proper father to my children, a proper spouse to my wife, and to be a provider for my family, to provide my time to be a father and husband, and the income to really set my children up with a great education and so on. And 2 weeks later, a buddy of mine, Andy Albright, gave me a call and said, hey, Bo, he's from North Carolina. I think I found something that I think we both can do. I said, what is it? And he said, insurance. I go, can people make money in it? He goes, you have no idea. And I really didn't. I mean, I didn't know what insurance, how much insurance agents made. I didn't know how they made the money, what they did. But I trusted Andy enough because he's been successful in anything he's done. I trusted him enough that he was giving me the straight scoop. So back in 1999, December, I got my license and I brought some other people with me. And then that's when we started this journey. And after doing this for 8 weeks, part-time, I was cash flowing about 6-figure run rate. So I thought, you know what, if I flush my job, I can make a go of it. So by the end of March 2000, I flushed my job, thank God. And I entered the land of independent agent. And it's been, 6 figures plus, double our income, like 5 years in a row. Is really kind of crazy. And so I've been very blessed by the business and been building my agency ever since. And I've been with the Alliance, or IMO, ever since the beginning. So I've not jumped from deal to deal to deal. I mean, I just thank God that I got into the right thing for me, and I've realized how lucky I've been, or blessed I've been, finding the right thing for me, because I know some of y'all that have been in other IMOs or other agencies not finding the right fit for whatever reason. I didn't have to go through that, thank God. And I've really built my business over the years, just really embodying all the things I've learned from Andy Albright and things I've learned from other great mentors in the insurance business. So I really count my blessings that I've been able to make it work with the same organization. And we've evolved greatly, from when we got started, which I think really says something, because, evolution is real key. In fact, my particular group, apart from the Alliance, we're moving into other areas that I'm just really fired up about. I think it will spell the future for how agents interact with clients. So we're really on the forefront, the cutting edge of doing, some really different things that maybe you might get really fired up about. I'm very excited about it, as if like I'm brand new in the business. I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and I just am more excited now about the different things we're doing. And I'll share some of that with you. I can't share all of it with you because a lot of it is proprietary. It's our competitive advantage. But should you choose to continue on in the information, gathering stage, then I'll be happy to share with you a lot of these things. But I'll allude to it tonight. So let's move on. All right. So it's really important for you to understand our culture, and really what I've worked hard at building, the culture of my business, the ABN Financial Group. So let's share with some of those things that are important. Number one, as I mentioned, we're service first. It's the mission before commission. The commission is truly the measuring stick of how much value we add to other people's lives, our clients and our agents. Okay, so that's really our focus from day one. and what we continue to focus on. We also are about personal development. I think that it's super important that the value that you add to other people starts with the value that you can add to other people. And I think that if you stay in one spot in your personal and professional growth, then you won't deserve to be paid more money for what you do until what you do becomes better and better and better for your clients. And that's how you can command more compensation for adding greater value to other people. So we're all about personal development, helping you move forward in your personal development, in your professional growth, and not only your professional growth, in other aspects of your life. Because if you ever watch my videos on YouTube, you know I talk about a lot of other things that hopefully will help work on you to become a better husband, a better wife, a better child of God, a better servant to other people in more ways than just insurance. Okay, so we're all about personal development. The next thing is really important to me, and that's making you feel valued, that you're a member of our family, member of our team. We do believe that everyone's important and you totally matter to us. It's not the fact that you're like a mega producer to me. Your value is what you add to the team and the fact that you're a member of the team that goes out and serves other people. Whether you're a part-time producer or full-time, I don't care if you produce $500,000 a year in premium, or if you're a part-timer doing $50,000 a year in premium. To me, you're both important. And if I can help you become excellent at what you do for the clients that you serve, whether it's one client a week or 10 clients a week, I need to help you, and you matter to us, whether you're part-time, full-time. We will always answer the phone. I'm not going to answer the phone based on your production last month. There are agencies out there that will prioritize their top agents when they pick the phone up. To me, I pick up the phone for anyone that calls, even people outside my organization that call me. I will mentor anybody and everyone that needs help, whether I earn an override with them or not, because I believe that my override is ultimately in heaven, and that my spiritual override is more important to me than any financial override here on earth. So it's all about serving, right? Serving without regard to compensation, okay? And I hope that our agents, exemplify that character within them too. And, we work hard at teaching our agents why that's important, and why it's important to me. What's the next one here? I already know that I'm talking too much, so I apologize for that. I'll try to move it along. Okay. Ultimately, the result of what we do and what we teach you is freedom, right? Freedom to have the time to spend with your family and the money to be able to support your family, give your children the best opportunity to go to the best colleges and the best education opportunities and the best things that they can participate in and activities. But most of all, your time as a parent with your children and with your spouse, to give your time to them, because to me, time is the most valuable resource, right? Time is more important than money. And the time that you waste, the time that you don't spend doing productive things in your life is time you'll never get back. Right? Never get back. The clock is always ticking, right? The clock is always ticking. So, we got to help you become successful right away, as soon as possible, so you can, get ultimately to your financial goal and your time goals, the time you want to spend with your family. That's important to me as well. And then finally, we believe in alignment of your value system, and maybe it doesn't mirror mine, and that's okay. Maybe you're of a different faith. Maybe you're totally different, and that's all right with me, okay? But what we try to do is make sure that you are paying attention to the things you value. And for me, it's God, family, and then my business. And I look at all three things, not that one thing is what I spend all my time doing, and therefore that is my priority. I look at all of them serving each other. So when I'm serving my family, I'm serving God in my business. When I'm serving my business, I'm serving God and my family. Serving God, I'm serving my family and my business. I think they all interconnect, right? And that's how I really kind of view So when I'm with you on the phone, serving you and helping you take care of a client, I'm serving God because it's my mission to help you and to serve you. And I'm serving my family because hopefully by serving you and helping you serve a family, I get compensated both financially and, like I said, upstairs. So it all to me fits. Okay. So let's talk about our companies. We have 27 life annuity companies and 13, 14 health companies for Medicare. We do it all, and we have some of the fantastic A-rated companies. And what this allows us to do is it allows us to customize a solution for a client exactly for what they need. Okay, it's not based on how much money can I make with this product versus this one. It's what's the client's health situation? What are they looking for? Which company is going to cover them because of their health? And then what's going to provide them the best insurance coverage or growth in their annuity or growth in their cash value in their retirement, IUL, whatever, the best Medicare program. We have such a multitude of companies that we can really serve a client the best. And it keeps our integrity intact because we can put them in the right program, right? So, leads. Honestly, one of the things that attracted me out of this business is there was a lead program because I did not want to have to sell my family and friends, right? It just was not conducive to my friendships with people. And I do understand the value of selling to my warm market. I just didn't feel really compelled to do it after selling them Girl Scout cookies and Boy Scout popcorn and all the other crazy things that we've talked to our friends about. So it was great having a lead program, and we have a multitude of lead programs: direct mail, internet search leads, hot transfer leads, index universal life leads, Facebook leads, telemarketing leads, Medicare leads, leads. And we have various flavors of them and various price ranges and scales and levels of intent, from high intent leads to low intent leads. And we have free leads and we have paid for leads. And it really kind of depends on your situation. One thing for sure, though, I never want someone's ability to invest in leads prevent a good agent joining my team. So we have ways that we can work all that stuff out. So, you come with whatever your financial situation is, and we work within that to help you get ramped up and help you make sales so that you can get out of your financial situation, right? As long as you are willing to work hard, willing to take coaching, willing to be on my webinars, Zoom calls to learn. If you make a sincere effort, then I'm going to make a sincere effort to invest in you and help you get started, okay? So that's kind of that on leads. And let me say this. We have ways to wean yourself off leads too. Like we have this incredible, we have like 3 systems to get you out of the lead grind. And anyway, so eventually we're going to teach you how to get off investing in leads. So you're purely running independent of having to invest in leads, and you never have to fear where your next sale is coming from, right? That's the worst feeling for a 100% commission person, is to fear, oh my gosh, who am I going to sell to today? You wake up in the morning and, it's kind of the lion and gazelle, right? Who runs faster, the lion or the gazelle? It's that fear. All you 100% commission people know that feeling in your gut of, oh my gosh, who am I going to sell this week? I got to make my mortgage payment. We totally have a way, several different systems to get you out of that fear to where you're feeling, man, I'm fired up today. I got money coming in based on my renewals. I've got a bunch of people to see that I didn't have to pay for. Like getting you into that sweet spot where you're rocking, you're making multiple 6 figures. You're not worried about investing in leads. You're writing large case insurance, which is, I think the next slide is moving you from writing small, $75 a month final expense cases to where you're writing $25,000, $50,000 index universal life cases and large annuities, and you're serving a different clientele than, and I'm not against writing final expense. We do a ton of it, but wouldn't it be cool to teach you how to get into a larger market of what you can provide clients in terms of professional services that lead you to their assets and what we can do to help them with their retirement planning, right? So there is a career path with us to move you from kind of the smaller onesie twosie type sales to large case sales. Okay, so we have a process of teaching you how to do that and get you off leads. I better hustle, man. It's like 8:22, so I apologize. I'm talking too much. So show me the money, right? Tom Cruise. So let's go through the income numbers, and I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but just let me set this up this way. I got my master's in economics, graduated from the Air Force Academy with a general engineering degree with an undergrad in economics, and I got my master's in economics. So I'm a total numbers nerd. You're talking to the nerdy math guy, right? And I've always wanted to characterize all the income numbers I ever showed in the insurance business. Number one, because I did it myself. And number two, based on realistic numbers. So, with insurance, when you submit applications, not all of them get approved, right? And then when a client purchases an insurance policy, not all of them keep the policy, right? And so I take out the averages and placement and persistency, and it boils down to the numbers that you can bank on if you did the amount of activity that I'm presenting here. And your mileage may vary, but it typically will vary on the higher side, right? So I always wanted to maintain that integrity of the numbers. I've got hundreds of thousands of data points to substantiate, and my numbers are based on very tight standard deviation. So all of you statistic nerds, we're talking really tight statistical quality, right? It's not actually exactly Six Sigma for all you GE, Six Sigma nerds out there, but it's within 1-2 Sigma, right? So anyway, I'm sorry, I geeked out on you a little bit. Forgive me. All right, let's move forward. Let's just say in plain English that these numbers are conservative, okay? All right, so let's move on. Show me the money. So let's talk to you about the personal production numbers, which you can expect if you did this activity. And so let's take my buddy Juan here, and let's say he works part-time, 5 days, 5 days, well, whatever. He works part-time, not full-time. And he sells enough to make 5 applications, submitted life applications a week based on our averages. Okay, so you could sell 3 policies on a Saturday, 1 policy or 2 on the week during the week. So he manages to sell 5 life applications, submits 5 life applications. So after placing the persistency numbers, his commission income at an 85% nominal commission rate will be $2,100 a week. So he'll be making at a 6-figure income rate. But let's say he works only 48 weeks a year where he does that. He's going to make solid minimum, in my opinion, $85,680 a year to include renewals. So renewals based on the percentage of policies that are permanent policies, he's going to make roughly putting in about $750 a week in the value of renewals, and I only cap it at 20 years, based on an average persistency over those 20 years. Like these renewals go for our permanent policies, go for the lifetime of the policy. So it could be for 60 years, literally, on a whole life policy that you write on a 25-year-old, right? But, I cut it off just to keep it more realistic. So, $750 a week in renewals, a value for renewals over 20 years. So over the course of 48 weeks, another $30,000 in renewals over 20 years. So that's not bad for a part-timer, okay? So so we have a promotion guideline for producers, okay? So we have 2 aspects of our business. People that sell insurance, people that build agencies, okay? And if you never want to build an agency, awesome. We have a great promotion system for you that just want to be producers, okay? And I'll get to the agency building later, but you can shows you how you can go from 80 to 120%, and the amount of personal production issue paid you have to do, it can be done. I have people that are doing over 70,000 a month in premium. Let's show you what those numbers are. Let's kind of go midway. So if you sell where you're doing 16 life apps submitted a week, typically you're full-time by this point, okay? You're at the 100% commission rate. You're going to make 274, 275,000 a year. And on the renewal side, you're going to be laying in about 97,000 worth of renewals over 20 years. That's not bad. Pretty good income. And then if you're in that 70,000 a month range, you're at the 120. This shows you can make literally $500,000 a year in first year commissions. And then imagine laying in over the next 20 years, every year, 170,000 worth of renewals. That rocks, man. So that's why I love the business. Like if you are like have zero retirement and you're like 50 years old and wondering, oh my gosh, can I put enough away in 15 years to retire at 65? Man, if you have a good 5-year run with us, I promise you, if you do it properly, you're going to have a strong retirement. Particularly if you build an agency, you're going to have an excellent retirement if you have nothing saved. Okay, so anyway, so that's the personal producer number side, and I've got, oh geez, let me go through the building side quickly. Okay, this is for those of you who don't see yourself selling insurance till you're 80 years old, like Ned Ryerson here from the movie Groundhog's Day. Okay. And so you want to build an agency too. Maybe you want to, over time, replace your commission income with override income that you earn on getting other agents started in our business. So you can move from full-time in the field to part-time in the field. So maybe half your commissions that you're earning is coming from overrides and half of it's coming from personal sales. And then you back down to where all of your income's coming from overrides, and very little is coming from personal sales. Maybe just servicing your current book of clients. That's all, the commissions you're earning, and all your money then is in override income. So that's your exit strategy, right, of being in business. Most, business owners, you have to think about, how do I exit from my business? Well, we have a plan for you to exit from full-time in the field, and that's building an agency. If you want to. I had someone say, all you talk about is, you guys talk about recruiting and building an agency. No, that is not true. I talk about what you want to talk about. If you want to talk about producing, let's have that conversation. I'll never bring up recruiting. I promise you. Okay, so anyway. So let's talk about how our building program stacks up against these other IMOs out there. And I'm getting way too long, so I apologize. I'm going to just run through this real quick. Why I think our building compensation system is superior to all the other IMOs out there. For example, you can override agents' production in other states without personally being contracted as a producer in that state. Most of the other IMOs, you have to have your non-resident in that state to earn overrides. Well, with us, you do not have to have your non-resident license. The other thing is, you don't have to be contracted with all the carriers that your downline agents are contracted with. It's kind of crazy, huh? Like, for example, if you don't barely know how to spell Medicare, but you have a whole buttload of agents in Florida selling Medicare, and you're not contracted with any of the Medicare companies, you will earn every single penny of override due to you based on what all those agents are doing, even though you're not contracted with any of those carriers. Whereas all those other IMOs won't let you. It's pretty cool. Here's another one that I think is very important. And that all the chargebacks that an agent could get from any carrier gets paid off immediately from all their commissions from all the other carriers. So some agents, they just, if they got a chargeback coming from one carrier, they're not going to write that carrier, they're going to write the other ones. And they're going to ignore that chargeback. Well, eventually that chargeback's got to be paid by somebody, right? And typically if that agent leaves, the upline's going to have to suck that chargeback up. Well, you don't have to fear that with us, because all the chargebacks that any agent gets, it's wiped out by all their commissions from all the other carriers, goes out to wipe that chargeback off. And we get paid Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So that chargeback will be wiped out real quick. So the agent never has to worry about who to pay off because all their chargebacks are going to get paid off like that. And you, the upline, never have to really worry about having to suck up chargebacks on agents that leave. So that's kind of a cool thing. Oh, here's the other thing. You get to earn overrides on agents' renewals too. So all those renewals I mentioned, you as the upline earning an override, not only get to override their first year income, but you also get to override their renewals, which is really insane. So imagine you're excited about renewals. Imagine getting overrides on all your agents' renewals. I think that's a cool thing. Those are just some of them. We've got like 3 or 4 more advantages, but I don't got the time. Man, I've got 3 more minutes. So we've got a promotion guideline for building. So let me show you real quick how that works. So this scenario is based purely on part-time agents that do 3 sales a week. Okay, they submit 3 sales a week. So purely part-time. And every single agent that I add into the mix here are totally part-time agents. So if you've got 10 hours a week, you can do this. Okay, so this is Juan here who has 10 hours a week, does 3 sales a week. Again, and all the persistency and placement numbers are taken out of this. He's going to earn $49,000 a year in working 48 weeks, right? I use everything as a 48-week year, not a 52-week year. And then he's going to earn renewals of $93.60. So that's pretty good. That's better than driving Uber part-time, right? And that's only 10 hours a week. Okay. So let's say Juan here decides to bring on some people because he's excited about, earning override income. So he brings Smiley Girl on, and he brings Stella on. And then Smiley Girl brings on Martha, her 6th grade teacher. And so Juan, with this structure of everyone doing 3 sales a week, earns the agency manager promotion to 85%. And he earns the override. So personal production, he's making $55,896. Everyone else is doing 3 sales a week. So his overrides on his team is about $13,000 a year for a total of $69,000 a year in first-year income. And then he's going to earn renewals on his personal production of $10,000. He's going to earn an override on his agent's renewals of $24.96. So the value of his renewals, both overrides and personal production, is another $13,000. Which is not bad because Juan is not doing anything more than he did before, 3 sales a week, but he found 3 other people, one through another agent, that are doing 3 sales a week, and he's making pretty good bank on 10 hours a week with other agents doing 10 hours a week. So Juan grows his business, he adds another agent on, and then Smiley Girl, she wants to do what Juan did before, so she brought another agent on and helped her Martha here find another agent. So actually, Smiley Girl went to the agency manager level, and then his 2 other agents, they earned the 80%, 75%, and then Stella brings someone on. So now his commission goes up to $62,472. He's making overrides of $59,000. So his total income, again, they're all doing 3 sales a week. He's making 6 figures doing 3 sales a week. It's crazy, right? And then his renewal income total, both personal production and overrides, another $23,000. Okay, and you notice a little glow flag here popped up. This means that Juan is glow eligible, meaning he's able to earn the glow bonus, which is an additional bonus that you can earn on someone in your downline group that creates the same structure that you see here. So what that means is that if Juan here, we call glow eligible, helps another downline agent hit glow eligible, even though they're at the same 90% commission rate, he's going to earn a glow bonus of 8% on that group forever. And even if that group should pass him in the promotion guideline, if this group goes to 110, 120, no matter if they pass him, he'll always earn that 8% on that organization, which is really cool when you think about creating an organization that can pass you up commission-wise, personal commission-wise, but you'll always earn an override on them. And all those other IMOs don't have anything like this. So let's show you that you can earn this glow down to 7 generations of organizations down the line. So it's a huge bonus to your income. So let's show you how this works. Juan grows Smiley Girl to that glow eligible organization. So he earns a 10% override on this group at 8% glow, and he's at a 105 VP level. You got Stella at the agency manager level now. So he makes a 20% override, and because they're not glow eligible, he only earns the override, which is not bad. And then Zeus, the Greek god, he earns, an override on Zeus here of 30%. So let's look at his income. He makes, on his personal production now, he makes $69,000 because he's doing 3 sales a week. Everyone's doing 3 sales a week. He's at the 105 commission, right? So his commission income is $69,000 a year. His overrides are $138,000 a year. And then his glow bonus on his one organization that's glow eligible is $42,000 a year. So he's going to make $249,000 a year, and he's still working part-time at 3 sales a week. And then his renewals, total value of his renewals, both glow bonus and overrides on his agents and his personal renewals, is another $47,000 in renewals that he puts in. So that's pretty good. Now let's say that Juan, over time, creates an organization just down 2 legs that has 7 levels, all filled in with glow eligible organizations. He's going to make 8% on that first level of glow eligible agents, 5%, 4, 2, 2, 1, and 1. And I am running late. So his total commissions on his personal production, he's at the 115 junior board member level. So he's going to make, still doing 3 sales a week. Not that he needs to, but he just does it because it's fun for 10 hours a week. He's going to earn overrides $736,000. His glow bonus is $241,000. He's going to make over $1 million a year. Remember, he's doing 3 sales a week. Everyone in his organization is part-time doing 3 sales a week. And then the value of his renewals, he's going to be putting in $200,000 worth of renewals for the next 20 years. So that rocks. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's finish up. Let's talk about what we stand for, and hopefully you'll get behind this. So as I mentioned, we stand for service. Matthew 23:11, the greatest among you will be the greatest servant. And we really abide by that. Doing the right thing. We believe in doing the right thing all the time. Luke 6:23, give and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be poured in your lap, for the measure you use will be measured to you. We believe in perseverance. All our top people, all our agents persevere through the learning curve. Galatians 6:9. Let's not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we'll reap a harvest if we do not give up, right? Do not give up. We believe in establishing proper priority. Matthew 22:36-40. What's the greatest commandment of all? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and then loving your neighbor as yourself. Golden rule, right? Again, priorities in your life. Then the end game, Matthew 25:23. I want to hear at the end of my life, when I'm done serving, well done, good and faithful servant, because I took my talents that God gave me and I reproduced a harvest of souls, harvest of people that I served and helped, both agents and clients. And hopefully, if this is the right fit for you, we'll help you do exactly the same thing. And anyway, that's who we are. And if this makes sense to you, then man, get with the person that invited you and let's talk some more. And if it doesn't make sense, then God bless you, man. The last thing I would ever want is doing what is against God's will for you. I want whatever God wants you to do. And if you don't feel it's with me, then I pray that you find that thing that God wants you to do. And if it's with us, then let's rock and roll, man. Let's, let God guide us and help you do what you're supposed to do in serving families, including your own. And I'm here to help. Rock on. Take care. God bless y'all.